welcome the young man, the one and only Chama boy of the Democratic Alliance, Leon Mpiti.
Viva die viva!
Viva!
Viva die viva! Sifuna manzi! Sifuna manzi! Sifuna amanzi! Democrats, what a great day to have all of us here from across the city of Johannesburg. Sifikile. Democrats, behind us, this building here is a building that belongs to the city of Johannesburg, to the people who live in this city. This belongs to the public. It belongs to you. So today I want us to make noise so that they hear us where they are sitting. Because they have water to drink coffee right now. They have water to drink tea right now. While many of us don't have water. So as a city, sifuna amanzi, we mean it. We mean it because our communities do not have water. Now the constitution of our country in section 27 says very clearly, we all have a right to water. Silapha ngoba sidikiwe sidiniwe asifuni lento yenzeka apha. And as the public, we have the right to raise our voices and ask them, where is the water? Where is the water? Where is the water? Where is the water? Where is the water?
Where is the water?
Ngoba sidiniwe. Sidikiwe siyawafuna amanzi. Democrats from Mayor to Soweto to Melville to Sandton, people don't have water. And I know across this public that is here, there are people from all these areas without water. So today we are here to make a simple statement. They will tell us where the water is. Now we have a great lineup of our leaders that are joining us. Of course, we also have our councillors who are also here. We welcome the councillors, but most importantly, we welcome the activists that are here. Ni right? Ni apila? And Niva. Away. Democrats, right now I'm going to invite the regional chairperson of Johannesburg, Wendy Alexander, who is going to address us. Can we please give her a warm welcome to the stage?
Viva tie viva! Watinta mafazi! Watinta mafazi! Pass up.
Good morning, Democrats. Thank you for being here this morning. When I woke up this morning, like most of you, there was rain, water coming from the sky, but no water in your taps. This water crisis in Joburg isn't a natural disaster. It is a man-made catastrophe, born from years of this council using KD deployment instead of the people that are qualified to put water in our taps. Clean, reliable water is not a luxury, it's a fundamental human right. And let's paint a picture, something that you all too familiar with. Residents standing in queues with buckets to collect water. You have more water trucks in your suburbs than you have delivery trucks. Businesses are struggling to stay open, and the city is slowly grinding to a halt because of their systemic failure. This evidence is damning. But behind this crisis of webs of incompetence, which would be comical if it wasn't tragic, our investigations reveal a pattern of neglect. Reservoirs that were planned years ago remain blueprints gathering dust. The Vol Dam's levels are dropping. That is not just the statistics, but the looming catastrophe that the Joburg Water seems to have lost control over. But this crisis is truly infuriating and entirely preventable. Every burst pipe that is left leaking, every maintenance schedule ignored, every infrastructure project delayed is a conscious choice of politically appointed officials who prioritize everything except their core mandate, which is to provide water to the residents of Johannesburg. In the recent no-drop report from the Department of Water and Sanitation, it paints a grim picture of what Joburg looks like. Their scorecard of performances, leaks and water efficiency is critical. The current water board, and these are the people that are responsible for this failure, reads like a textbook on how to collapse a basic water infrastructure. They've turned preventative maintenance into an optional extra. Critical infrastructure investments have been postponed indefinitely, and emergency responses have become an exercise in making excuses rather than problem solving. Most alarming is a complete lack of coherent strategy within Joburg Water. This is a public health crisis waiting to happen. Hospitals are struggling with the most basic hygiene. Your children are being sent home because they cannot flush a toilet. Our elderly residents have no access to water. And we're no longer talking about inconvenience. We are talking about a fundamental human rights crisis. The solution is clear and politically unpalatable for some. We demand to see the dissolving of the Joburg Water Board. We need qualified water management professionals, not political appointees. We need an emergency infrastructure program that treats a crisis with urgency. And most importantly, we need a comprehensive water strategy that looks beyond the next election cycle. Some of us may call this a dramatic, radical response from us. But Joburg's water crisis isn't just about dry traps. It's about failing governance, about real costs of putting political loyalty above the people. The time for half measures and political maneuvering is over. Our residents deserve better. Our demands, clear and non-negotiable: immediate dissolving of the Joburg Water Board, replacement with qualified management, emergency infrastructure program, and a comprehensive water security strategy. Joburg's water crisis is not about dry taps. It's a stark illustration of what is happening with the governance that is failing in this city. This beautiful city, the once the city of gold. You walk down these streets, they are covered in litter. The water is running in the street. The sewers are running through your yards at home. This is not a world-class city. This is a disgrace. Our residents, like I say, we no more empty promises, no more dry taps. We deserve better. Let's be bold, let's be uncompromising, and let's reclaim this city.
Yes.
No more dry taps. Yolo.
No more dry.
No more dry taps. No more dry taps.
No more dry taps. Asa. Yes.
Viva Wendy Alexander, viva! Viva Wendy Alexander, viva!
Viva.
Democrats, I'm going to ask us to welcome Nico to the stage. Nico Jager, please welcome. Where is he? Oh, yeah, he is.
Aye, Nico, aye. Hoi, hoi, Nico, hoi.
Thank you very much, Liolo, and to all of you who are out here. It's very good to see such a great gathering, and also to the residents who came out. We are here today to address this crisis. It has become all too familiar in our communities. The persistent water outages that continue to disrupt our lives, threaten our businesses, and compromise our human dignity. We are standing here united in our frustration, and we must focus our attention to those who have both the power and the responsibility to effect change. Gauteng legislature. Our provincial legislature, as the highest decision-making body in the province, holds significant powers that must be wielded more effectively to address this water crisis. Let me be clear about what we expect from our elected representative. Firstly, the legislature must immediately establish a dedicated oversight committee focused solely on water infrastructure and management. This committee should conduct regular inspections on all our water treatment facilities, reservoirs, and distribution networks across the province. We cannot accept the current situation of aging infrastructure that continues to crumble while oversight remains fragmented and ineffective. Second, we call on the legislature to initiate a comprehensive audit of all water infrastructure and the management of contracts and service delivery agreements. The people of Gauteng deserve transparency about how their money is being spent and why. Despite devastating budgetary allocations, we continue to face these devastating outages. The legislature must exercise its power to summon officials and demand detailed explanations for project delays and failures. Third, our legislators must prioritize the allocation of emergency funding for critical infrastructure repairs and upgrades. The time for endless debates and committees it's over. We need decisive action backed by power and proper financial resources. The legislature has the power to review and adjust budgetary allocations to ensure that water security receives the priority that it deserves. Number 4, we demand that the legislature establish accountability framework with specific timeframes and deliverables. Each member of the Provincial Executive Council must be held accountable for their role in addressing this crisis. The days of shifting blame between different departments and different spheres of government must end. Number 5, we call on all our legislators to strengthen the legal framework governing water service delivery. We need robust legislation that sets minimum standards for infrastructure maintenance and emergency response times. Communication with affected communities must also be controlled and improved. The legislature must also ensure that there are meaningful consequences for officials who fail to meet these standards. To our representatives in the legislature, your constituents are watching. They see the impact of these water outages on our hospitals, where medical procedures are delayed or even cancelled. They see in our schools, where children are sent home because basic sanitation cannot be maintained. They see in our businesses. Countless entrepreneurs are forced to close their doors, leading to job losses and economic hardship. The legislature must prioritize engagement with municipalities and around water to develop sustainable solutions, which includes mandating the development of a comprehensive conservation water strategies, ensuring better coordination between different spheres of government, requiring regular public updates on infrastructure improvement and maintenance schedules, establish clear protocols for water tanker deployment during outages. Furthermore, we call on the legislature to exercise its oversight role in ensuring that corruption and mismanagement in our water sector are rooted out. Every rand stolen or wasted is water stolen from our taps. The legislature must strengthen its investigative powers to ensure that those responsible for this crisis face the full consequences. Fellow residents, our voice matters. The legislature exists to serve all of us, and we must continue to hold all legislators accountable. Today's protest is not about expressing our frustration. It is about demanding concrete action from those we have elected to represent us. In closing, let me be very clear. Access to clean, reliable water is not a luxury. It is our constitutional right. Gauteng legislature has the power to help secure the right for all of us. We demand action, and we demand accountability, and we demand that now. No more dry taps. No more dry taps. No more dry taps.
No more dry
Democrats, where there is no water, there is no dignity.
Yes.
We must never be confused about that. Where there is no water, there is no dignity. And the people who are in this building need to know that. We are here because there are areas in Johannesburg that have not had water for 60 days. What do you think happens when you don't have water for 60 days? What happens to the elderly who must take medication? Where do they get the water to drink their medication? There's no dignity in this issue. There's no dignity when we don't have water. Where is the water? 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 Sitini, where? Democrats, I'd like to welcome Councillor Nico van Dijk. Viva Nico, viva!
Hoi hoi, Nicole, hoi hoi! Watita mafazi! Watiti Bogoto!
Watita mafazi!
Good day, my fellow Democrats. We come here today for a very serious issue. And it's not a recent issue. It's an issue that we have been seeing for years. Johannesburg Water warned. They said they are going to become the next Eskom. Last year, we saw the first domino fall. Johannesburg South went a period of 70 days with no water. They demanded that the then minister, Senzo Mchunu, come and address them. He made big promises. He guaranteed them water. As we stand here today, Johannesburg South does not have water. And it's not unique to one area. We are seeing it in Randburg. Randburg is a business hub where businesses are threatening to leave. These are thousands of jobs that are meant for you, for me, for every South African. And because they can't get basic services like water, they are going to take their business elsewhere. Johannesburg Water and Rand Water would have you believe that this is a seasonal issue. Go and tell that to the residents of Berea, Yeovil and Kensington who don't have water in summer and they don't have it in winter. Hursthill is currently on day 8 of zero water. There are protests breaking out all over the streets this morning, in Westbury, in Coronationville, in our coloured areas that some governments claim to care for, but clearly don't, because we can't even get water tankers to these areas. Hursthill services 2 major hospitals, Rahima Musa, Mother and Child, and Helen Joseph, and they currently do not have water. They have to rely on NGOs, just like Gift of the Givers, to give a basic service like water, and they are paying for it. And who is telling the truth? Rand Water is saying that they're pumping at capacity. Johannesburg Water is saying they're not. We're not seeing water reach any of our reservoirs. Why are we constantly not getting our proper feedback? Why don't you, as residents, get what you deserve in the form of information, transparency, to help you plan your lives if you're not going to have water? And let me just tell you this. This is not a political issue, as the mayor would have you believe. He's looking out here and he's seeing DA t-shirts. I can guarantee you that there are people in ANC t-shirts in that chamber who want to be standing here with us right now because they don't have water. But the mayor doesn't care. He doesn't care about DA areas, PA areas, ANC areas. It doesn't matter. You are not getting water and you are not cared for. In fact, he doesn't care so much that he cannot be here in person to come and collect this memorandum. That's how seriously he takes us. And not just us standing here, but every resident who is demanding water, he cannot be here to come and receive this memorandum. He is sending his secretary. Where is the care? It's not with the mayor, I can tell you that much. Where is the mayor?
Where is the mayor? Where is the mayor?
Where is the mayor? Where is the mayor? Where is the mayor?
Where is the mayor?
Where is the mayor? man, where is the care, is indeed the question. We are here today to do exactly that. Hand over a memorandum to his office that will call for the dissolving of Johannesburg Water's board of directors. A board that, let me tell you, is the epitome of Kayser deployment. We have one engineer on the entire board. Not a single other person understands risk management. They don't know how to take care of assets. And most importantly, they don't know how to manage a budget. So all the money is going somewhere else, but it's not going into your pipes, it's not going into your sewers, and it's certainly not coming out of your taps. So we are demanding, Mr. Mayor, even though you have no respect to come and receive this here, that you dissolve this board, appoint people who know what they're doing, and give residents what they pay for and what is their actual, natural human right as enshrined in our Constitution, the access and the right to water. Thank you, everyone. Where is the mayor?
Where is the mayor?
Where is the mayor? Where is the mayor? Where is the mayor? Where is the mayor? Viva Nico, viva! Viva Nico, viva!
Viva!
You know, Democrats, they must tell us if they prefer water tankers instead of giving us water. They must tell us if they prefer to give us water tankers instead of giving us water in our taps, because this is unacceptable now. It is unacceptable what we are facing in this city. The city is crumbling before our eyes. Fanele siphakame sonke ngoba bahlulekile. Apha emva bahlulekile ngumsebenzi wabo. Mabaphume nyani ewe mama. Democrats, I'd like us to please give a warm welcome to the caucus leader of the City of Johannesburg, Belinda, Kayser, Enjo Zonjoku.
Halala Belinda, halala! Watiti Mafazi! Watiti Bogoto!
Watita Bafazi!
Maso!
Viva DA, viva!
Viva!
Pansi, my comrade, Pansi!
Pansi!
Viva DA, viva!
Viva!
Good morning, Johannesburg. I would like to give a sincere condolences, first of all, to all the children who passed away as a result of food poisoning. May their souls rest in peace.
Amen.
Democrats, today we are standing here in front of what is supposed to be the seat of power behind us, where decisions are made about service delivery, governance, and other important matters. But residents, I'm afraid to say that it is a shame that even the metro building behind us is not functional. Just this weekend, we have seen reports about vandalism and total decay in this very same building opposite the council chambers. It is sad to say that under the ANC, Action SA, EFF, PA coalition, Johannesburg has been left to decay while they are squabbling about which cadres should get which positions and get priority on which boards of which entities. We have seen allegations of nepotism at Pick It Up, ANC comrades capturing Johannesburg Water Board and the board of JPC. In this administration, residents, I'm afraid to say, graduates, you are on your own. With the necessary qualifications and expertise in this city, from Alex to Soweto, Diepsloot to Westbury, Eldos to Ennerdale to Sandton, are pushed aside and are left unemployed because you are not politically connected to the ANC, Action SA, EFF, PA coalition. Patsy, I'm a comrade, Patsy! I am sad to say, graduates, in Johannesburg, instead of putting you on those boards that are non-functional of those entities, with your qualifications, with your expertise, it means nothing in this current administration. Genoeg is genoeg! Johannesburg, as a DA, we are saying no to cadre deployment. Residents deserve the right expertise on these boards of the entities to ensure proper oversight to enhance service delivery to you, residents of Joburg. How many shops must close in Lillian Ngoyi Street while money was spent with no accountability? How many people must lose their jobs because businesses are closing down because of lack of water and electricity? How many people must lose their lives in accidents due to traffic lights not working, no pointsman, no accountability? How much of your money, residents of Johannesburg, must be spent on investigations with no accountability for the officials who are found guilty of misconduct? How much of your money must be spent on court cases when the city could simply comply with the court orders and the rule of law and avoid fruitless and wasteful expenditure? Pansi, our comrade, Pansi! Pansi, cadre deployment, Pansi! South Hills residents have been without water for months, with no clear plan in sight from the City of Johannesburg. That is why we have taken it straight to the Human Rights Commission for investigation. Johannesburg, under the ANC Action SA PA coalition, has become a dictatorship. It's become a dictatorship where MMCs now decide and dictate where members of parliaments and councillors, when and how their oversight is conducted. We are saying not on our watch. Pansi! Comrade Pansi! City of Johannesburg, under the ANC Action SA EFF PA coalition, has allowed the deterioration of buildings to an extent that it's abandoned and hijacked because of lack of repairs and maintenance despite budgets being allocated. How many people must die in buildings that are owned by the City of Johannesburg because of failure to do repairs and maintenance? Pansi, cadre deployment, Pansi! While the board members fail to do oversight over the JPC, ANC Action SA EFF PA coalition would rather spend money to defend irregular decisions in court than complying with the rule of law and good governance. ANC Action SA EFF PA coalition would rather spend money, your money, on VIP protection bodyguards for the mayor and his MMCs rather than give you water. They are not fixing the traffic lights. They are not fixing the water infrastructure and the sewer infrastructure. They are not prepared for a water crisis. They are not prepared to comply with the rule of law. Ons sê genoeg is genoeg is Residents, it is unfortunate that the DA for the ANC, it is unfortunate for the ANC, the DA will not be bullied into silence. None of the ANC councillors are coming here and they are scared to come here because they are scared of being victimized. But the DA will not be silenced and be bullied into silence. We will stand by you, residents of Johannesburg, and fight for service delivery so you do not get left behind. You pay your rates, residents. You pay your taxes, residents. Surely you deserve service delivery from the City of Johannesburg. That is why today we are handing over this petition and a memorandum of demands to tell this administration no to cadre deployment at Johannesburg Water, no to SMMEs on boards doing business with the city, which is a clear conflict of interest, no to the capture of Johannesburg Water, and no to water tanker mafia. That's it, I said it. There is a water tanker mafia.
Yes, there is.
It is not in Johannesburg, both inside council and outside of council. We are not afraid. Asinavalo! Asinavalo!
Yes.
We want water! We want water! We want water!
Ayo.
Thank you very much.
Ayeye Mbogoto, ayeye. Hoza Mbogoto, hoza.
Viva Belinda, viva!
Viva.
Viva Belinda, viva! Thank you, Democrats. We are going to ask the representatives from the City of Johannesburg, from the Mayor's office and the Speaker's office to please come close. Can I ask Democrats to just move a little bit back? And then may I please ask Belinda and Nicole to also come to... Yeah, if we can stand on this side because of the camera, they want you
Oh.
Ayeye tiye, ayeye. Wathinta bafazi. Wathinta bafazi. Wathinta Mbogoto. Paso.
Thank you. I'm now handing over to Belinda.
Democrats, I just want to say before I read the memorandum, we have invited some of the civil society organizations like OUTA, like the Ahmed Katrada Foundation, and some of them, I see some of them here, Water Can, I see them here, and we want to say thank you. We are standing in solidarity with you and our residents.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Dear Executive Mayor, for well over a year, the residents of Johannesburg have gone through challenge after challenge. At the hands of a man-made crisis the city finds itself in. We note that Joburg Water made commitments to residents and a turnaround strategy passed through council in June 2024. This turnaround strategy and the commitments will unfortunately mean nothing without serious changes made in the City of Johannesburg and Johannesburg Water. Therefore, on behalf of the Democratic Alliance Caucus, the official opposition in council, and the residents of Johannesburg, we demand the following. 1, dissolve the Joburg Water Board and replace the members of the board with people who have technical expertise to do proper oversight over the entity. Establish a committee to monitor the implementation of the water turnaround strategy and report to council on a monthly basis. Allocate a standby team to deal specifically with water and sewer leaks within the turnaround time, while the above mentioned committee monitors their workings. Additional jet vacuums to be allocated to assist with fixing sewer blockages timelessly to avoid serious health implications. Proper disaster management plan to ensure additional water trucks for alternative water supply in times of crisis. And we give the Executive Mayor 14 days to respond to our demands.
Halala tiye halala. Ayeye tiye ayeye. Siyabangena tiye siyabangena. Siyabangena tiye siyabangena. Mawaphume masela mawaphume. Mawahambe maqoki mawahambe. Ayiphume yensi ayiphume.
Democrats and residents of Joburg, I just want to say something because I'm one person that speaks my mind. It is very unfortunate that the executive mayor, that when it is other political parties protesting that serve their interest, they come to receive the demands, the memorandums themselves. Today he sent the director to come, and we have no problem with the director, but we're saying the mayor should be here because Joburg water crisis.
Yes.
This is a water crisis. We also want to say, Democrats and residents of Joburg, the Speaker of Council that made a lot of promises when she was elected to do oversight. Ugupi, va-asay.
Ageko.
We don't even have a representative from the Speaker. Va-asay. She made a lot of promises. So says bang, because we are going to hold her accountable. Asina valola.
Yes.
Asina val. But I want to say, Democrats, we are going to read the memorandum anyway.
Yeah.
So residents of Johannesburg can see that the Speaker does not care to be here to receive this memorandum, to at least acknowledge your concerns for her to do her oversight over what we have just said. Pansi, my comrade, Pansi!
Pansi.
Not allowed.
Hosa! He's shaking. We are tatazela. Mayor watatazela. Mayor is shaky. Mayor is scared. Utugi lumeya. Tina Snavano. Hekulento siyenzayo. Hekulento siyenzayo. Hekulento siyenzayo. We are not scared.
No, we are not. As I said, the mayor doesn't want to be here. He doesn't care enough to receive this. And it's a very sad thing to say that even our speaker cannot be here. She doesn't care enough about you, about the fact that you don't have water to be here to receive this memorandum. But I'm still going to read it, and the office is still going to take it, and we will hold them accountable till every last drop of water is coming through your taps. So, dear Madam Speaker, for well over a year, the residents have gone through challenge after challenge at the hands of a man-made water crisis. We note that Johannesburg Water made commitments to residents and a turnaround strategy passed through council in June of 2024. This turnaround strategy and the commitments will unfortunately mean nothing without serious changes made in the city and Johannesburg Water. Therefore, Madam Speaker, on behalf of the Democratic Alliance Caucus, we are the official opposition in council, and residents of the City of Johannesburg, we demand the following. Oversight over the executive to ensure the dissolution of the board of Johannesburg Water and replace members with people who actually have the required technical expertise to do proper oversight over the entity. Monitor the committee to be established that will monitor the implementation of the water turnaround strategy and its monthly reporting to council. Finally, oversight over a proper disaster management plan to ensure additional trucks for alternative water supply in times of crisis. We give the Speaker 14 days to respond to our demands.
Uvalo. We are not scared of them. Niaba Savannah. Asa. No dry taps. Aye. Asa. Engiti was 2024. I was Engiti was Oya wabona la masela se yata
am a mother. I am a father. I'm a daughter. I am a son. I believe in freedom. Freedom to earn a living, go where I want, love who I want, say what I believe, and pursue my dreams. I am brave. I am a provider. I believe in fairness. A fairness where our achievements are determined by our choices and hard work. I am a leader. I believe in opportunity. A nation where opportunity is plentiful and everyone's rights are protected. I believe in diversity. Every person has a unique perspective and an important role to play in building our nation. We do not judge each other by how we look, but by who we are. We are South Africans working together. We are the Democratic Alliance.
Thanks for watching. All across our beautiful country, people are joining forces to elect the new government that can rescue South Africa. Like and follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Please share our videos with friends and family. Let's rescue South Africa.